of life and to console each other.
Hello. I am sorry, but I must interrupt this show. Later, you know what it is. Hey, Ham, it's time, baby. Low, it's time how we do. Hey. They said, we said we hit. They said, we said we on. They said, we said we strong. They said, we said we go. We say that you heard right. 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 They said, we said we in. They said, we said we on. They said, we said strong. They said, we said we go. We say that you heard right. 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 I swear that it's imminent. I've been going so hard on my penmanship. About to go in and buy me a wheel. And I pull that shit fresh off the dealership. I can leave you on red like an Xbox. Got me laughing at you like you red fox. Got you chasing Hot Wheels like a matchbox. EA running the game and it don't stop. Super cold like I'm playing for Blizzard. Got you all in my sights like Red Dead Redemption. Never gonna slip on my pimpin'. Better get out my way, bitch, I'm on a mission. Really ain't no competition. I'm steady grilling opposition. I'm get up and ready to win. They can play it how they play, but fuck what you say. I'm getting this money today. Last of us like a dying breed. Down the ride like a noble steed. Fatality moves, I make it bleed. That's on any game, that's on any screen. Shut up and give me your money. They said we so lit. Even if I take an L, we coming back just to show that we don't quit. They said we said we hit. They said we said we on. They said we said strong. They said we said go.
Muted. You're muted.
God damn it. All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the latest installment of the Lowdown on TSWS Gaming.
What is going on? Why do things keep changing?
I don't know. I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see what's happening with your hands.
Deck. Let's go. What?
Are we doing this live?
No. I literally just did this before the show.
Oh, okay.
Literally just did this and posted it on our channel before the show.
We might as well watch it then.
Well, we don't have to watch the whole thing. Let's talk. Let's keep it moving. This is just me playing the brand new Hellblade on my Steam Deck and just giving it a shot. And
you look like you pay for many petties.
Is my hands that taken care of?
Saying your fingers look like they're like it looks like they like someone gets paid to like shape your nails.
I'll tell you what I do. I eat.
What?
I wipe my ass and I wash
my
hands. Oh my
lord!
And I play video games a lot. That's how I take care of my hands.
So the nails naturally just. That's what happens to them.
Phenomenal. Yeah, they're just stellar. They're stellar blades.
Yeah, stellar blades. That's what we'll call them. Anyway, Ham, how you doing?
I'm doing all right, man. I'm really happy to play this game. I thought it was. I think so far, like the more I play it, the more I'm appreciating it, and the more I'm really enjoying it. Like it started off pretty. It started off a little slow, and then like. Like I don't know. It just feels really nice. It's good.
Well, we might as well get into it, right?
Should we?
Is
that one of the topics?
I mean, yes, Ham. It is one of the topics.
Oh,
yeah. It's the big news of the day. Raichi, welcome in. It says right in the chat if you're second. Someone was really thirsting for today's episode. Appreciate the support, Raichi. Vincent Vega, Sir X-Man, blah, blah, blah. Welcome in, guys. Always in here on time. Yes, there is a Bernie Mac scene for hands in Ocean's 11. It's actually pretty hilarious. Bernie Mac's one of the best comedians I've ever seen, at least.
Absolutely.
Anyways. Yeah, rest in peace.
I say that.
Bernie Mac. Bernie Mac.
I say it's
Hamothy. Since we're talking about it anyway, Hellblade. I'm still stuck on the early section. I'm still stuck on not stuck, right? Like it's not the hardest game in the world, but that's where I am right now. Not. I told you offline why, but I'm still on the early section by the ships I fought a couple of guys. I think I beat the boss at the seashore. I think, maybe not. And then I had to quickly turn it off and jump over here. Slow is the word. That's the word for me. But because you've gone way further in it, please elaborate more.
All right. So, Sterexan says check out Hellblade with xCloud on your phone. Yeah, that's if you want to use internet. And somebody was asking me about playing this via the cloud, and I was like, yeah, but then I have to rely on the internet, and that's like the whole purpose of me getting a Steam Deck is to not rely on the
To
internet.
not rely on the internet.
Exactly. Like this ain't no PlayStation Portal. Get that out of here. Anyways, as for how I feel about like the game so far, like I said, it starts out pretty slow, and like by the time you get on top of the mountain, you're just at. I mean, honestly, I felt like I was just like about time. Like, geez, Louise. but it's kind of similar to the boat scene, right? If you remember the beginning of the original Hellblade, it's like, how long are we going to be on this boat?
yeah.
So
It took a minute.
Yeah. It took a minute to get kicking and whatnot, and then once I thought the beginning segment with like the crashing and the splashing and the imagination going rampant, like I thought that part, like right when you wash up,
yeah,
I was like, oh, that was pretty slick. That was neat, right? You could tell she was a slave, right? She was taken and like she was like jailed with whatever crew or whatnot. Like she was not able to do whatever the hell she was not just hanging out on the boat. She was like shackled in there.
Yes.
So once she got out and whatnot, I thought it was pretty interesting, her walking around, and the voices are kicking pretty hard, and you're seeing things that aren't really there and seeing like essences of people and stuff like that, and then like you're mixing up reality with fiction, and then there's some puzzles, and then you think you get attacked, and then you like swing your sword and you find out no one's even there. So it's just like, all right, we're picking right back up where we left off. That's like the first
Pretty
thing
much.
I thought was like, I'm picking exactly back up where I left off, except she's a little old, right?
Yeah.
And when you get into one of the initial scenes, at the beginning, I was just like, yo, like when like the initial first fight scene that you get into, like, man, I was like, pause for the frame, like just taking all sorts of pictures, man. I was like I'd go to swing, and like right when he gets ready to connect, I'd take the picture and have Senua like mouth wide open. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought those pictures looked sick, and then like shoving the sword, like dude, it's like some of those stabs and stuff like that, they just seem mad disrespectful. Like the animation game went up. Like I feel like a lot of people are asking, hey, what did Xbox help this studio get better? And I'm like, yo, did you see them? You see that fidelity? You see the animations? Like they let Ninja Theory do their thing, because you can clearly see that this is a sequel from the predecessor. They didn't take the game and recreate the same IP completely. They said this is still what we're doing, for better or for worse, because I do have some gripes as well. It wasn't all like roses and sunshines the entire time. And like in might I add, I've only played about 2.5 hours of the game, so I'm about halfway there. to what some people say, but I'm taking my time in the game, and like I said, I played 2.5 hours of it, but I played the beginning segment twice. Okay, so that So really, I'm about like an hour and a half, maybe, give or take, into the game, right?
Why did you replay the beginning section?
Because I played it on my PC first. I played it on my Series X, and then I played it on my Steam Deck.
Oh.
And of course, the PC's first place. Series X looked great. The photo mode in there looks phenomenal. The gameplay in that plays just fine. Less to worry about on the Xbox side. The 30 FPS seemed just fine. It seemed like it was actually one of the better 30 FPS games that I've played in a long time. And I mean,
Yeah,
like,
but 30 is 30, right?
I should actually throw that up there with Dragon's Dogma. Like, I thought Dragon's Dogma was pretty damn smooth. And I think this one's pretty damn smooth too. I'm pretty happy with it. And then playing it on the Steam Deck, a lot of compromises. A lot of compromises. Like everything is on low and upscale is on ultra performance. And that's what you're getting right there is what you see on the screen. You know, I mean, it works unlike Dragon's Dogma. That didn't work at all. Unlike other games that didn't work at all. And this is an Unreal 5 engine game, which Unreal 5 has been under a lot of scrutiny for the optimization of their games, right? So to see this game come out and optimization isn't like one of the first things that people are griping about, it's like, finally, well, we're moving forward. We're making progress with Unreal Engine, seems like, which is nice. But yeah, the combat kind of samey in a disappointing way, although like the actual animations of the stab when you actually finish the kill, phenomenal. Like the animations of finishing off the kill is really cool. Sometimes I feel like we're swinging, not connecting, but it's counting. And that's what I don't really like about the combat sometimes. It's just like, it kind of just seems like I wish they would have improved on it a little bit more and made it a little bit more like, I don't know, impactful per hit, I guess, is what I'm saying. Or just have a little bit more of a choice on how to attack, I guess. It'd be cool to add a grapple in there and a couple shivs or something, you know what I'm saying? like
So
that'd be fun.
So those moves that you have at the beginning in the ship area at the docks, that's pretty much it so far for you, at least.
So far, that is a lot of what I got so far in it, and it doesn't really teach you. It actually doesn't teach you anything at all. So it's all about just kind of learning on the fly with a lot of it.
Okay, so my take on this game so far, right? Obviously, with the obvious caveat that I'm still at the ship section, is this is a bit disappointing. Obviously, by Friday I'll have my full playthrough done, I think, because I heard it's only 6 hours. But for now, from what I've seen, this game is only a step up in terms of looks, but everything else, it feels like a step back. It feels like Kojima would be proud of this game, of making this game. And I love me some cutscenes, but Ham, at the beginning, when you're climbing up the mountain, you know that part, right? I purposely let go of the analog stick several times to see if she would keep going by herself. And although that didn't happen, she did stop. Like after I'd leave the analog stick, she would go for like one more or two more, and then she'd stop. I thought to myself, I've never felt in a game, right? I've never felt, even like with God of War, Uncharted, or whatever, I've never felt like maybe I should leave the let me leave the analog stick and see if this thing plays itself. So for me, I'm not feeling it right now. That's why I'm asking you these questions, because you are way further than me. Do you think the cutscenes?
You keep saying way further, but I'm like 45 minutes ahead of you. Maybe an hour max.
It's a 6-hour game. I only played like 30 minutes. So it's 45 minutes ahead.
Have you got to the first fight scene?
Yes. I've beaten like how many slavers? That's what they call them. They call them slavers. I've beaten like 4, maybe 5. The place where I stopped playing is, when she goes under the boat. Spoilers for everyone, for anyone that hasn't played Senua's Saga.
Not a spoiler, but go ahead.
When she goes under the boat, and then when she goes trying to help people because she's hearing voices, she wants to save someone, and then she turns around and it's like bodies everywhere, and she like frantically gets out of the boat and then stands up. That's where I stopped. So
you could have just said I stopped after under the boat. I got that.
I don't know if there's more boats. I don't know if there's more boats where there's that sort of like animation or whatever. I'm not assuming that,
Yeah, so yeah, you definitely haven't played very much at all. Nor have you even got into meeting somebody. Right?
No, I haven't.
At the early part. So yeah. Okay.
Ooh, there's another thing I wanted to say is still good in this game. Besides the visuals, right? The graphics are amazing. The audio work. Luckily, I got these, right, for my Xbox headphones. Thanks to Ham's recommendation. I didn't know that you could buy these. I was ready to like throw away the headphones and buy another pair. But yeah, I bought these. These are like my spare pair, and then the other pair I put on the headphones, and the audio work is still like top class. I can't remember a game that sounded better than Senua's Sacrifice. This is the first game after Senua's Sacrifice that's better. So the sound work is still like top of the tops in my opinion. Loke is a pony, confirmed. All right. Yeah, so Ham, I haven't played much of it. Anything else you want to add on the hours you've played so far of Hellblade?
The game is kind of exactly what I thought it was going to be. It's a showcase piece of what the Xbox can do, and more or less hype to like into the showcase on like maybe like this is what we see now, but there's more to come in this sense of fidelity, possibly. We don't know, but then again, there is a coalition that is the masterminds of Unreal Engine out there. So it's I'm interested to see what else Xbox has cooking after this little piece, because pretty much in just over 2 weeks is the Xbox showcase.
Damn, I forgot about that. I completely forgot about that.
So that's what I'm saying. It's like this game is just the right amount of time for you to kind of take it, relax, have a good time, and then get to that showcase and not have that specific game to play. Maybe move on, or if they have something new to give you to play that day, because who knows, they just acquired Activision. They might say, hey, all this backwards compatibility stuff is available now or something, so like it's just interesting. Like maybe this was and I'm just being hypothetical, but like maybe there's a reason that they dropped this at the time that they did, to be like, it's not huge, but it's just enough time to get you to the to the next thing, possibly. We have tornado sirens going off right now.
Does that mean something's about to happen now, or?
I don't know.
All right, check the chat, Tom.
I know my daughter's not my daughter, my wife's probably gonna be tripping here in a minute.
Not the AirPod Max, dude. The Xbox headphones. Those are these ones. I thought I was gonna have to throw these away. These ones. Anyways, why so serious? Having a blast. Hamothy, and even after we take on board what I said, right, that I'm kind of tepid right now, right, with what I've played so far. Ham, I'm feeling like it's not a bad thing. I've seen people trolling talking about this is like a tech demo or whatever. I'm not against having games that are just tech demos. Is that an Amber Alert?
No, it's an extreme tornado warning.
Damn.
Yeah. Continue.
You don't need to go to your basement or anything?
Not yet.
All right. Anyway, I was saying I don't see a problem in having games like Senua's Saga, like games that are mostly just tech demos. I don't have a problem with that. What are your thoughts on this accusation that it's not really a real AAA game, it's just a tech demo, like the Matrix demo?
No.
It's not a tech demo?
I wouldn't say that. Like, that's wild.
It's extra.
I feel like that's stupid to say, if I'm being honest.
Damn. All right, you heard it first. Anyone that says this is just a tech demo, stupid statement.
It is though, like what like I don't know. Like I just feel like that I could see why somebody would think that, like maybe if they like really dislike the game, but it's still a game. Like I don't know, like it's weird. I feel like anytime Xbox does anything, they have to like answer to something or whatnot. It just can't be what it is.
They have to explain themselves.
Yeah, it's just another video game.
But it's 6 hours long.
Yeah, even Nate says I wouldn't call it a tech demo. That's wild. It is wild. Like that's like kind of disrespectful to the developers.
Yeah.
It's a second game. It's a second game. It's like, was Hellblade 1 a tech demo?
No, hell no. That was a hell of a game.
It's the same thing except with better visuals and a little bit more stuff. So how is this worse?
I don't know, Ham. Is this thing not shorter though? Is Senua Saga not shorter? The first one was also 6 hours.
It is around 8 hours, and this one's supposed to be 8 to 10 hours.
All right, because I keep hearing people saying, well, not people. I think I saw it on Gematsu or something, that it's 6 hours.
Yeah, right. I don't know why people give games 100 either. I see what Innate said. He said some of these 100 scores are wild, though. I've never seen a game that I give 100.
Drawn TJ, welcome in. I wouldn't even give any of the Metal Gear games 100.
Like as soon as you give something 100, there's just nowhere to go.
There is one game that is 100, Ham, and you will agree that there's nowhere to go. Let me tell you which game it is first.
Sure, go ahead.
Tetris.
No.
What?
No.
This guy. All right. Why don't people realize
maybe 100 on accessibility?
$40 to $50 game, you get a lot for your money, a lot more than a $70 game. Yeah. I think it's one of those situations of comparison, Ham. People have been playing games like Horizon Zero Dawn and whatever, big, open and whatever. Then when they see Senua or Saga, which is more like curated and linear, people maybe might not be feeling that. Geez, tech demo makes more sense than calling it next gen. All right. It's now getting wild in
That
the
doesn't
chat.
even make any sense.
Yeah. That's why I'm not even trying to attack it. Do you have anything else to add, or you want to keep it moving? My
I'll
final
just keep it
rating.
moving. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm having a good time with it, and I think it's pretty fun. And I enjoyed the first one, so like I'm kind of getting more of the first, and with better graphics.
That's the whole point, right?
And I don't know, like I guess it's cool to be mad about it, but I guess I'm fucking not cool, and I'm fine with that. I'm fine with me. I guess I'm just whatever. Fuck me. That's fine.
I'm not mad at it, dude. I'm not mad at it. I just haven't played enough of it, to be.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm not saying to you. I just think there's a lot of people that are like just kind of being a little over the top with the negativity on it. Like it's wild to me that like people were giving the last one such high praise, and then this one is so bad. And it's like, wait a second.
It's the same thing.
Wait a second. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, wait a second. Like, it's a continuation of a story with a different part. Like, it'd be different if somebody said, hey, man, the story's terrible. But I'm just mostly hearing, like, oh, man, there's not enough. There's not enough fighting, or like, or it feels like I'm just going along with the story, or
Welcome,
it's all
Vic.
so much rails, or it's just like, did you like are you sure you played the first one? I'm wondering if some of these people actually played the first one.
Yeah.
Is that a fair question?
I don't know. It's a fair question to make.
It's
but
not it's not an excuse for those that didn't play the first one that are coming on and saying, hey, this isn't my jam. That's fair. But for all of those that said, I played the first one and it was fire, and then they hop on this one and they say, this is slow and annoying and there's not enough fighting. I'm like, what the fuck were you playing last time the game came out? The first one.
Yeah, so I agree with you on the whole. If people who complaining that it's slow, go back and play the first one, you'll notice that it is also slow. For me, I don't know, maybe because I haven't gone further enough. I wanted more.
Ooh, why'd you do that, some rando? Why'd you say that?
What did he say? What did he say? The thing I find weird is that Uncharted Lost Legacy is about the same length, and I don't remember any complaints. People gotta farm that sweet engagement nectar, though. I disagree with some rando.
No, that's true. That game is mad short.
But Ham, Lost Legacy.
Not that long ago.
Hold on, Lost Legacy, is it not the one that Nathan Drake wasn't even the main protagonist? He wasn't even there. What the hell? God damn it, no sound. All right. Apologies, guys. My sound was off. My point that I was making, some rando and everyone else, no one really. Nathan Drake wasn't in Lost Legacy, so no one cared. I'm sorry. We can't really compare the two. No one really cared. So Senua, Nathan Drake, it's apples to oranges. Thanks, Vic. Thank you, Nate. All right, so let's move on from this. Ham's not here anymore. He just sent me a WhatsApp. Hold on, let me see what's. Oh, okay. Ham's probably not going to come back today. Probably not going to be on for the rest of the show. So we're going to do it just me and everyone else. There we go. All right, so let's move on to the next topic of the day. Sorry, about Hellblade. My personal final score on this. Oh, Ham's back. Hamothy, what happened?
Power went out. Fucking everything went crazy.
That's not what you said. Yeah. Okay, so you're good now.
Yeah.
All right, so I was just breaking down to some random why we can't compare Lost Legacy to Senua in terms of attention. Because Drake wasn't there. Nathan Drake wasn't there, so no one cared. The people that made the game cared, and the reviewers.
What's that have to do with the length of the game?
No. I'm just talking about like his comment. Okay, his or her or their comment, right? Talking about engagement farming and whatever, right? So I'm saying the reason why no one really glommed onto Uncharted Lost Legacy is because no one really cared. And I get this point that yes,
wouldn't that be a reason to jump on it? Is because there's no Nathan Drake or something?
No, Ham. It's just like games that have egregiously bad monetization schemes. No one really cares unless
it's the oranges right now.
No, unless it's Ubisoft, unless it's Electronic Arts, unless it's a big publisher or a big name in terms of the game itself. No one really cares. You won't see it in the news cycle, not on websites, not on YouTube. It's whatever, because it's just a little a mobile game that has terrible monetization. No one really gives a shit because it's whatever. But if they did it on the next Gears of War,
Legacy was a good game. Like, it was just short.
I'm not saying it wasn't a good game, Ham. Again, I
don't understand.
I'm talking about attention. I'm talking about attention. I'm talking about attention, Ham. Most gamers didn't really care. It's disheartening to say.
Then why did they bother to remake that piece of the game if nobody cared?
Why did they bother to remake which piece? Uncharted Legacy.
Lost Legacy, yeah.
For the same reason Sony doesn't bother to put Bloodborne on PC, dude. Just because we all agree that something does not have value doesn't mean corporations are going to make decisions that align with what most of us think.
I don't know,
so
man.
Most people didn't care.
You're walking in circles.
I'm really not. I'm answering your question. Most people didn't really care about Lost Legacy. Most people don't really care about Horizon. We're still getting the Lego Horizon. People meme the hell out of the Horizon series, but it's still getting a Lego. It's still getting a TV show. It's still getting attention, even though most of us don't really care about Horizon. The most attention we give it is to meme on it. But the corporation is still making decisions to support and give it life. The opposite is also true. Just because they remade what Lost Legacy doesn't mean most of us paid attention to it. And the same goes for the news cycle. No one was getting enraged about the length of Lost Legacy because it was like whatever. No one was really pressed about it. But if they make the next Tomb Raider 6 hours, people are gonna have feelings about that because it matters.
But
Tomb Raider matters.
but if the last Tomb Raider was 6 hours, should it be a big deal?
It's not about should it, Ham. It's
I'm
about
asking
will
you.
it.
No. Just answer the question.
Of course it will.
Don't add a
It's
question.
Tomb
Don't add a
Raider.
question to the question. Just if the last game was was about the same length as this game,
Yes.
is it a problem?
Yes.
Why?
If the last Tomb Raider was the same length as Senua Saga,
That's
it
not what
would
I'm
be a
saying. I
problem.
said if the last if it was if this new Tomb Raider was 6 hours and the last Tomb Raider was 6 hours, what would be the problem?
Oh, there's no problem there. There's no problem.
Then what's the
There's no
problem
problem.
here?
Oh my Lord, Ham. We're going back. All right, let me go back and pull up the tweet. The comment. Some rando said the thing I find weird, and I was saying it's not weird at all. He said what I find weird is that Uncharted Lost Legacy is about the same length, and I don't remember any complaints. People gotta farm that sweet engagement nectar though. So
Yeah, and I agree because
two things can be true.
Game was this amount of, and I agree with what he's saying because if the last game was this amount of time and there was no problem with it, and then this time it's the same amount of time, but it's under a different umbrella of a company, it just seems a little weird.
So again,
I'm
Ham,
just saying
that specific
seems like
point,
a little bit of an engagement kind of thing. It does.
So on that specific point, Ham, so you're cutting their comment in two, which is you're focusing on it's weird that people are stressed out or pressed about the length of
The game
Hellblade.
length, that's what he's
which
talking about.
Me, you, and some rando, we completely agree. What I'm saying is that it was not weird at all that no one was freaking out about Lost Legacy. That's what I'm saying. Because I agree with you guys. It's weird. It's weird to act like, oh, you're pressed that Hellblade is short. It's like, yeah, the previous one was short as well. Whatever. If the next Metal Gear comes out and then there's long ass cutscenes or 30-hour cutscenes in total, it's fine because that's the average. We all agree on that. What I'm saying is it wasn't weird that Lost Legacy, no one was freaking out about its length. That's what I'm saying. Big Mad Mo says it's fishy. Yeah. So X-Man, thank you so much for the super chat. Hive Busters and Hellblade 2, best looking games on Xbox. Ham, thoughts?
I'm surprised you didn't say Forza.
I'm trying to think of games that look better than Hive Busters and Hellblade 2 on Xbox.
But I mean, I guess I could see that. I'd have to look at my catalog.
What? So X-Man actually comes up with a super chat that has both of us stumped. That's a very good point. Hive
I don't know.
Busters
I really do like the way Starfield looks, but if you're just talking about realism,
we're talking about realism. Come on, because Hi-Fi Rush, for example, looks beautiful. It's fantabulous, but realism. Let's go with that angle.
might be onto something.
Man.
I mean, dare I say Call of Duty?
Go buzz off, fam. Buzz off with that rubbish. No.
Dare I say Call of Duty? It's theirs now.
You are reaching. Michael Jordan would be jealous of you right now. Vampire Survivors. Okay. People forget many was angry towards PS4 exclusive Order 86 because it was short. And Senua is shorter than Order 1886, if I'm not mistaken. And I loved Order 1886. I think it was great. Hamothy, you ready to move on from? Do you have a score before we move on? Do you have a score right now for Hellblade, or do you want to finish it before?
No, I'm gonna finish it too. I'm
I
gonna
feel the
finish
same
it
way.
first.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I'm going to finish it first. Then on Friday, I'll give it my five. Ooh, Rise, Son of Rome. Ham. Till today, that thing looks monstrous.
It looks good. It ain't. It doesn't look. It's not on the same level as Hellblade. But if we're just talking about all-time good-looking games, and
Yeah.
sure, it's up on the list. That's for sure.
Okay, but best looking game on Xbox, exclusive on Xbox.
Hellblade, easily.
There's not one game this generation that looks better than Hellblade. And that's the end of the conversation. That's the end of the conversation, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, the update that PlayStation did with like The Last of Us and with Uncharted was phenomenal. It really was. Right? But
yeah.
But on just like fidelity wise, I think this is just a cut above. Just a cut above. Not like a crazy amount either. Just like so I mean, shout out to PlayStation because it's impressive how long they've been doing stuff of that caliber, right? But this is interesting. This is really interesting, and it's not only myself that says it's not only Xbox people that say this, right? Like we even seen it in the Insomniac leaks that they even said, "Hey, we'd like to make a game that has like the same visual fidelity of something like a Hellblade." That's something that they said in their own leaks.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to say. I mean, it is the best looking game in my opinion. Is it the most fun looking game? I mean, is it the most fun game? Not even close. I'll tell you that with a straight face. Not even close. Is it the most fun game? No, not even of this year. Not even of this year.
Damn.
But is it a fun game? Yes. Is it very? I like. I'd go. It's more of like. It's still a game, but it has a lot of story in it. Like I mean, like Lo kind of said earlier, like Kojima would be proud.
Yes,
because it's just like there's so much story in it, and the thing that I think I think Kojima would be jealous of is the one thing I think Kojima would be jealous of is there's so many parts in that game where you don't even realize that the game started.
Yes. That's why when I was climbing the mountain, I was like, should I stop?
There's more of that situation later, except it will be like within action as well.
Oh.
Because like there was one fight that started and I was sitting there watching the cutscene like, huh. And then I was like, wait a second. I was like, wait a second.
I wasn't ready yet. Hold on.
I didn't know the fight started. Like ain't y'all supposed to tell me that y'all throwing hands?
I think you're cheating. Yodani, thank you so much for the super chat. Pony's not allowed to comment on visuals for Hellblade. They have no baseline for reality, living in the stables, using Jim Ryan's nuts as a salt lick. Laughing emoji.
That wasn't nice.
That was extra, Yodani. That was extra.
These tornado sirens won't quit.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Ham, let's move on. Moving on. Real quick, Ham. The NBA conference finals begin tonight. If I'm not mistaken, the Celtics should be starting soon. Almost. I think it should be starting now. So who you got? So the final four is Dallas and Minnesota in the West, and then Boston and Indiana in the East. Who you got?
All right. Who I want.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that first.
Yes.
I want it to be Minnesota versus the Pacers. Talk about the most uninteresting NBA championship of all time, right? Like team wise.
Yeah.
Team wise. That would be like probably
franchise
the
wise
most uninteresting. Like no big no big city or big crazy city name gets in. That'd be wild, right? Like no LA, no Miami,
Nothing.
no
Boston.
no never New York.
Yo, they got very close, Sam. They got very close and they got blown out. That was
no like crazy wild like star.
No Dallas, because Dallas is gigantic.
Like in my opinion, it'd be like no crazy like wild star. I mean, I understand like Ann Edwards is a big deal, and I also understand that like
they say he's the next Jordan, man.
Like Tyrese Halliburton's a big deal as well, right?
Yes,
but neither one of them are like the face of the
superstars,
league.
or even close. Not even the top 10, dude.
You know what I'm saying? That's like a Jokic. That's like a. I mean, I'd go as far as saying even like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is higher on the totem pole than those guys are.
Yes.
Right. But like I think that would be like the coolest if I got to see two teams that never go to the championship go and duke it out. And I think it'd be like a good battle between those two teams, because with Pascal Siakam, Miles Turner, Halliburton going versus I mean, think of that matchup. That's awesome. Carl Anthony Towns, Gobert,
Rudy,
and
they have to bench him
Edwards.
At some point. Like he's so bad.
That's such a great matchup between those two. But what I think is going to happen,
Boston, Dallas.
Yeah, that's what I think is going to happen, and it's going to be unfortunate.
Luka and Kyrie
versus fucking boring ass Boston. Which I mean, I'm a fan of Boston, but like they've disappointed me so much in the last decade.
Yeah. They've been to the conference finals 6 times in the last 8 years. 0 championships. Did you know there's no team that's ever done that? There's no team that's ever been to the conference championships in 10 years, right? More than 5 times, Ham, and not won 1 ring. No team has ever done that.
Bro, you might as well go on ahead and put a buffalo on their jersey, because they are the Bills.
The Bills.
They are the fucking Bills, man. They're the Bills
Same
of
region.
the NBA.
Same region. Might as well. I'm rooting for everyone but the Celtics, because as a Laker fan, being the franchise with the most championships, right? Yeah. All right, you're Danny. Okay. Wait, where's your proof that I know Dallas? I don't know what you're talking about. Point is, I want everyone to win except for the Celtics, because the Celtics are the closest to matching or beating the Lakers in terms of total NBA championships. So I hope Tyrese makes it to the final, and if he fails, I hope either Dallas or Minnesota beats the damn Celtics. Let's go.
Me and Matt were talking about it the other day, and like,
yeah,
the Celtics might be in trouble if they don't got Porzingis, bro. Like, I mean, that's asking an old ass Al Horford to do a lot.
He did it though.
He did it, but how long can he do it?
He only needs to do it he only needs to do it like maybe twice in a series, because Jaylen Brown's gonna win them 1 game, and Tatum's gonna win them 2 games. So he needs to do it maybe once or twice, and then and don't forget what's his name? White and Pritchard. When
Yeah,
those guys
bald
get
head.
hot from three, it's over.
I know
It's over
White is
in
a
Boston.
fucking monster.
Yo,
Like he's like he's a
assist.
monster that nobody really talks about.
Yeah, which is weird.
I think it was the
averaging like
receding hairline
21
that
points.
fucked everybody up. That receding hairline
Then
just had everybody fucked
then
up.
Then he shaved the whole thing off.
Yeah, he's tired of the shame.
You look at his averages, dude. He's averaging crazy numbers in the playoffs, but no one is giving him much attention. Except for that
like,
one
man,
game.
Why am I dropping 30 but I ain't getting no bitches? He had to cut his hair.
And just keep the beard. Maybe get some respect. Who knows? He might just get some respect.
He's like, maybe if I turn into Kratos, people will respect me.
Yeah, but you're skinny and short. And you play point guard, bro. All right. Sure. Like it worked for Rudy because he's big, right? I don't think it's gonna work for you. Vic says
like,
Boston.
Boy, I'm gonna yam on you.
I'm gonna yam on you with these threes. Why so serious? I live in Boston and they want Indy to win. Are you trying to say, I want, damn, do you have a problem with Boston? What's your problem? Yo, Danny supporting Boston. Big Mad Mo is just like me, living in denial. Wants a team to win the championship that's not even in the playoffs. Yo, Daddy says, I know. Okay, Celtics are cheeks. I'm really not buying the hype for them. Matt, from your mouth to God's ears, may the Celtics never win another championship for the rest of their history.
Hold up there, Rondell.
What? What?
Like, hold on there. I didn't say all that now.
We're saying all of it. They said it was huge, yeah, from your ranch. Oh, because I said Dallas is huge. No, I know Dallas is huge because I read.
So you live right outside the city limits.
That's not true. Lakers have a lot of rings from back when centers centers was 6'7". Matt, Cope, Steve, and Maul. Your Cavs have one championship. That is all. Uso, welcome in. Mr. Jonah Duck, my brother in Kojima, welcome in. AI is Dominican. Just give him a drink of rum and watch him go. Who's AI, Ham? Do you know who AI is?
Allen Iverson?
No, but I think he's talking about someone that's currently playing. Who's AI, Vic? I know who Allen Iverson is.
I don't know. Maybe that's a lowercase L, and he meant Abraham Lincoln.
Right. You can't be saying that till Africa wins an Olympic basketball gold medal. All right. And on that note, we're done with the NBA championship window. Oh, Al Horford. Okay, Al. Oh, yeah, Al is Dominican. Yeah. Just give him a drink of rum and watch him go.
Al is now we have a solution. Black. What are you guys talking about?
Yeah, black, but he's Dominican nationality. I remember watching him on Inside the NBA talking about his family and like being from one of those islands or whatever. So
he's black. He's not Dominican. That's Mexican. I'm just
Dominicans
kidding.
Can be black.
I'm just kidding, Loke. Relax.
All right. My brother met Stevie when Akron's son went for Hollywood to flop and spread baldness. Yo, Danny, again, Cope, Steve, and Mauled. He came to Hollywood and he won a championship. Tough tips. All right. Tough.
Oh, man. Why do Donnie have to say that? That's cold.
Papi, yo no soy black, soy dominicano, papi.
Who says Akron son?
All right.
Yeah, papi, yo no soy.
Yo no soy black, soy dominicano, papi.
Shit. Yikes.
Also, if you don't wear jean shorts You're not Dominican. Wow. Getting your passport revoked because you're not wearing jean shorts. That's rough. That is rough. Timmy, welcome in, Timmy. Welcome, welcome. Whew, I hope we don't get canceled for that. So
We're
we
already
already
canceled.
spoke about it's over. Why are you guys even trying? Anyway, we spoke about Hellblade, so let's get into other games. As everyone knows, it's tradition on the lowdown to look at some video games. This one is post-apocalyptic first-person parkour platformer Downward, enhanced, announced for PS5, Xbox Series S, Series, Switch, and PC. Ham, are you even aware that this game was out? Because I didn't know this thing was out. Never mind the enhanced version.
No.
All right, let's take a look. Downward is back.
I can already tell I'm all set.
Why you don't like first-person games that have parkour?
I'm just, I don't know, parkour. Like, I feel like I got enough of that in Dying Light 2. Like, I had fun with it for a little while, and then I just kind of wasn't having fun anymore with it.
So you're good.
First person parkour is just, it's just kind of weird.
Also, it was on Steam and it hadn't come to console yet. All right. Well, for anyone that's interested, that was Downward. It will launch on June 4th, so very soon. Amity is not feeling it. If there's no combat, then I don't care. Well, Matt, you saw combat. You better go and get it. Don't like Mirror's Edge. I love Mirror's Edge. I can't believe we haven't gotten more Mirror's Edge games. It's weird. All right.
Yeah, I'm
so
all set on that too. It's the same thing.
Mirror's Edge. You're good on Mirror's Edge.
Yeah, I don't need any of that.
Wow. That's
I've tried Mirror's
games
Edge like
played.
3 or 4 times, and each time I'm just like, each time I get a little further, and I'm just like, no.
What happens specifically? I'm curious.
Just bored.
All right. Yodani Downward. Is that a game based on Sony's stock price? Man thinks he has jokes.
Wow.
Okay. The next game is The Last Alchemist, launching July 12th. Third-person alchemy simulation game will launch for PC via Steam. Oh, that's it. It's not on console. I thought PC didn't have any exclusives. All right. This looks like one of those games. Where does he walk like? Oh, because he's got a fake foot. I'm terrible at crafting stuff in games. Like look, many games that have crafting mechanics, I just skip over that. Even like Fallout and whatever. Combining stuff, no. This is definitely not for me. Ham, you interested?
No.
And on that note, for anyone that's interested, this game's coming out July 12th, The Last Alchemist.
I don't even like I don't like alchemy in most games that have it. I don't want a game based on it.
A whole game on alchemy. Good times. Vic says he got that.
Like
BBL
most games that
Drizzy.
say,
BBL
most games that
Drizzy.
say, you know, like Starfield and like Fallout, that have those like elements that you could like craft up some concoction to take later.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
One of the few things me and you agree on, Ham. That's one of the few things. Vic says, Ham, if you suck, just say it. We can't all be good at every game. Jeez.
What
Okay.
games are you talking about?
The alchemy, whatever. It says we already have the Witcher for alchemy. And I
I'm not
also
sure.
skipped the
He
alchemy
might
on the
be talking.
Witcher. What?
Maybe he's talking. Yeah, I guess if he's talking about the alchemy thing, yeah, he can have that.
Ham, I brute forced the Witcher. I didn't do any of that rubbish about putting like ointments on your sword or whatever. I just killed everything the way like raw. It was harder to beat the game, but that's how I did it. Did you use any of those ointments and whatever?
I didn't beat The Witcher.
Oh, okay.
I only played a couple hours of it. It just wasn't my jam.
Okay. So X-Man, thank you so much for the super chat. Who uses Unreal Engine more, Xbox or PlayStation?
I'd say Xbox.
I don't keep track, so that one's you, Ham.
Xbox I know of, but I mean I could be wrong. I don't know how many studios from Sony really need or use Unreal Engine.
Hey, yeah,
compared
and
to,
most of
like,
the exclusives,
are
most of the
in-house.
exclusives are third party, right?
I was just talking. Like, are we talking about exclusives or are we talking about first party games?
Well, when he says who uses Unreal Engine more, Xbox or PlayStation, I just assume it's first party games.
Yeah,
That's
I
all
assume
I'm
it's
saying.
first party games as well, and
Yeah.
I'm only knowing Xbox to really use it first party wise. As like I'm trying to think of what was the last Sony game to use like Unreal Engine 5, and can't really think of one.
Okay. Vic was talking about Mirror's Edge when he said that you need to get good.
Oh, probably. I just don't care. Like I just played that game a couple times. Got wound up getting like lost or something while playing it, and I was just like, I just don't care to figure it out. So instead of picking up YouTube and being like, oh, how do I get past this part? I was just like, fuck it.
How'd you get lost in a game that is clear, like it's so guided for you to, you know what?
Either
This is
that
not
or
the
I
Mirror's Edge
either
podcast.
that or I didn't know how to platform something.
Okay.
Because that could have possibly been it. Like maybe I knew the direction to go, but I didn't know how to get up to it. So there is that possibility too. I really didn't give it that much time, if I'm being honest. I didn't give it that
and
much
it
time.
still holds up,
I played it when it was pretty old already. Like the game's been out for a long time, man.
It still holds up.
But it was only a between game for me. It wasn't something I was invested in. So it was like, oh, I'm gonna try this out. I tried it out, didn't love it. Tried it out again, didn't love it. Tried it out again, didn't love it. And then
You tried it 4 times.
3.
Okay. Well, I love that game. I think it's one of the best games ever made. It's a travesty that we don't have more exactly like it, where the challenge is not to parkour and then kill a zombie. It's to actually parkour, and then the time challenges. Oh, those are awesome. Like you put on Colin Cowherd podcast and then just start grinding stages. That it's just
It's a weird
amazing.
podcast to put on while you do that, but okay.
Colin's amazing. All right.
Colin's okay. Yeah, some really
I think it's yes, he is so wrong so often.
But sometimes
crazy.
but sometimes between him and Skip Bayless, that's
man.
what I enjoy about him, is because they're so terrible sometimes.
No, Skip is insufferable. I can't listen.
No,
to
I
Skip.
like Skip. I like Skip better than I like
nah.
Cowherd. Yeah.
For me, when Shannon left, I was done with Skip. I dealt with Skip because of Shannon. Now I listen to Shannon and that other dude. I'm forgetting his name.
Yeah, I don't listen to Shannon or Skip anymore, unfortunately.
Look at the screen. Get him! Get him,
Yeah,
chat!
sure. I guess so. I mean, that's fine with me. Sorry, I wasn't into y'all's
Wow.
game. I don't give a shit
You're
about
done.
it.
Your dad is messy. He says, I'll get lucky and get hit by a tornado so I can get my PS5 dusted for free. Okay, buddy. All
There
right.
you go.
Let's move on to the
Throw
next
that
trailer.
shit out the window.
Black Myth Wukong. Journey to the West RPG due out on August 20th has a new trailer. So this is a game that me and Ham and I think most people are very hyped for. So new trailer means we are contractually obligated to watch to see if there's anything new from from the last time we saw Black Myth.
I'm gonna go grab some water. I've seen this trailer like 4 times
already,
and it looks interesting.
This looks delish.
Yeah.
Golden outfit. Oh my goodness. I'm getting Elden Ring vibes here. I hope it's not as difficult as Elden Ring because screw that. I hope there's a difficulty setting. If not, I'll still get it and probably not finish it if it's as hard as Elden Ring. But yeah, this is definitely a day one. Someone needs to go and see Ham for a manicure.
Mani Petties.
Yeah. You need to send the monkey to go sort their
Comes
stuff
with a cookie.
The mani petty. Okay, all right.
Yep, you get a mani petty, a cookie, and a shot of whiskey.
Dude, you're making me want to get a green card so I can come and get my nails done over there. All right, so Ham, we just saw the trailer. I think we're still in agreement that this game looks to be a proper banger. Yes.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to check it out. But then again, I'm not the most hyped for it.
No?
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot more other people that are more hyped than me, including you.
You're not hyped for this game? Okay, you're not like super hyped for it. You're just like, oh, okay, I'm looking forward to it. That's it.
I'm excited to try it out. But it's not like the game that I'm looking forward to.
That's wild.
It's just like, to me, it's just like play one Souls game, kind of play them all.
Play
That's
them
kind
all.
of what it felt like. Like, that's how I feel about Souls games. Like, that's why, like I understand, like, you know, you like your genre.
Yeah.
But Souls isn't my genre, so when a new Souls game comes
I
out, I'm
like
like,
Souls
oh, that.
games.
When a new Souls game comes out, I'm just like, oh, okay.
Whatever.
Let me know if it's multiplayer. That's where I'm at with it. Let me know if there's 2 people that can play it at once. Because like I'd like to. I need to hop into Lords of the Fallen because I heard that's 2-player.
Oh yeah. Also, if you're going to play Lords of the Fallen, play the new one. Don't play the old one.
I've never even heard of the old one, so that's fine.
It's cool. Nothing of value was lost, dude.
I don't feel like anything was lost. And even if it was like Mirror's Edge, I don't care.
Damn. Welcome in, Oshis. Your nails done? Oh, she, her, Loke, I guess. What's the okay. All right.
You like that?
All right. that was pretty funny. I enjoyed that. Forget the manicure. I'm going to go to Bangkok and get a full massage. Usher says, "Lol, put a black dude on it."
What?
He's still trolling about Assassin's Creed, bro. Like this is
Oh,
really
yeah, he's still
messy with
salty.
Usher. Yo.
Man.
No one captures Soul's games.
I bet
like,
listening
yes,
to
Uso,
Asha's talk
that's
about
true.
I bet listening to Asha's
What?
talk about Hellblade would be insufferable.
Probably.
He's probably so disappointed listening to
In
all the
6
Sony
hours.
fans tell him what to think.
Ushers, please tell us in the chat how you feel about Stella Hellblade. My bad. Hellblade.
He's like, all the Sony guys told me it's trash, so it's trash.
Ushers, they ripping you here, man. Say something. Say something. Defense. Come on, bro. Come on. And Nate, I am the complete opposite. If it's a Souls game, I'm there day zero. I love
not
Souls.
finishing it.
I'm not great at them. I'm not
You're
great
not
at
finishing it. I didn't say you
God
don't have
damn
to
it,
be
man.
great. You don't have to be great to finish it. You're just not finishing it.
Dude, I beat Dark Souls 3.
What else? Which other one?
I play them at my own pace, all right?
At least it's
And you know what else
he's
happened?
honest, y'all. At least he's
You know
honest.
what else happened? You know what else happened? After I beat Dark Souls 3, right? I was like, you know what? Let me go back to Dark Souls 1. Yo, I got destroyed by the gargoyle. I was like, oh, okay. I think I'm good. I'm gonna take a 1-year break. I'll be back in 2025. Right? Dark Souls 1 is going to be my bitch.
He's like, after Dark Souls 6, I'll come back.
Damn it. I loved Wulong though. Is it Wulong or Wukong? What was that game, man? The Souls-like game that was on Game Pass day one.
Wolong?
Wolong, yeah, I think that's what I think that's what Gogo Pop meant. Stellar Blade is awesome. What's this? Hellblade 2. That's what I said it would be. What did you say it would be, Ushers? Oh my lord. You're becoming a pony. Dude. You're becoming like pony. What's this? No way. Dark Souls 1 is way easier. What? Well, okay, so this is the thing, Uso. I don't do like looking up guides to speed run games and stuff. I'm not about that. I'm not about that. Where you defeated your first skeleton, then they grow back and kill you with a sword master combo. I beat the skeletons in the prison. It's just the big gargoyle dude that I can't. I just can't. Anyway, let's move on.
Political shit. Like every political year, some damn social media site that I have ends up getting spammed up by a bunch of political BS from people I don't know.
What's the latest site?
Twitter this time.
All right. Uso, screw you for saying gargoyles are the top 3 easiest bosses. All right. I'm blocking you. That's what I'm doing. This guy is probably gonna start DMing me links to be like, this is how you beat the gargoyle in Dark Souls 1. All right, the next topic. Half of all PlayStation gamers are yet to upgrade to PS5, Sony stats reveal. So this is not a fanboy opinion. This is actually just the truth. All right, don't get upset if you're a PlayStation fan. Most PS5s.
Oh, we got our article from the only site in the world.
Let's go! Let's go! IGN for the win. Let's do this. What is there something happening?
What?
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, just concerned about the tornado. That's all.
No. My daughter was opening up the door. I had to tell her to get up out of here.
Okay. Okay, so Usher is saying that Hellblade is good, but less than great.
I'm not
Hopefully, this is
listening
the
to
last. Hopefully, this is the last exclusive, so we can move on. All right. Ham, with the PlayStation 5 entering the second half of its life, figures from Sony indicate around half of all current PlayStation gamers are yet to upgrade to current gen, as pointed out by GameFile Steven Tortillo. Sony announced this week that PlayStation has 118 million monthly active users, up 9% year on year, but around half of those are still on the 11-year-old PlayStation. PS4 is 11 years old. PS5 has sold time, dude.
I don't even know how to math. 2013.
It's crazy when I think back and I'm like, dude, 2014 was 10 years ago. That is wild. Anyways, PS5 has sold over 59 million units since going on sale in November 2020, and it has yet to see a price cut. In fact, Sony has raised the price of the console, speaking to investment community. Okay, so the gist of it is this. Half of the player base is still on PS4, and their monthly active users are up 9% year on year. Ham, what are your thoughts on why this is happening?
Why? Because it's just gaming. Like this is, I mean, as you have said before, Loke, when was this? That post was made last Friday. That's when this article came out. Was last Friday.
Yes.
So on that day, it was Friday.
Okay.
You know what today is?
It's Tuesday.
Okay.
I don't understand what point you're making, Em. And for you to say that, I say this all the time.
Nothing has changed.
All right, fine.
From last generation to this generation, and as Rachie has said many of times, each generation has been fairly similar.
Yeah.
And for us to be surprised that, oh, there's a ton of people on PS4 still. Well, guess where people were when PS4 was around? Well, there's a ton of people on PS3 still. Guess where people were when the PS3 was around? There's a ton of people on PS2. There's way too many people on PS2. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, PS2 was
so like this is just nothing. This is a nothing.
Dude, the PS3 I think was still 50-50 with the PS2 like 5 years after it was out. 6 years after it was out. It was like a crazy amount of time. People were starting to get worried, like, yo, what's happening? Because the PS2, so many people are still on the PS2.
Yeah, it was still selling.
True. Xbox can drop whatever. Why does it matter to ponies? PS house is burning down. All right. So for me, I was thinking, Ham, that maybe this is because people are not incentivized to move on to the PS5. And I think with what's been coming out and people have been kind of paying attention, I think by now it shouldn't be, the split should be way more aggressive. It should be like 80 or maybe 70% on the PS5.
No, and you know why?
Yeah.
Because just as of recent, some of these developers have stopped porting games to the last generation console, and that's recent.
So that's when it's going to get serious.
So to expect everybody to, I'm done with the PS4, well, then they would have to stop producing games for the PS4 if they want that to happen. Exactly. So, like, I mean, it's very similar to what Innate's saying right here. He says it's a lot of broke gamers, and I'm not really agreeing with that part, but that ain't too much of a lie. That ain't really a lie.
Responsible gamers, fiscally responsible.
In the economy, and inflation is wild, which I somewhat agree with. But this is the part that I really agree with, is when he says, "Watch between now and GTA 6 what happens," and that's the thing. It's like Madden 2K and a lot of these other companies have been supporting the last generation for a lot of years now, right? Into this generation. And GTA 5 is coming out in a year where pretty much all of last generation is dropped. Right?
Yeah.
So we'll see an uptick on both sides. Probably more on the PlayStation side, but we'll see an uptick on both sides. I'm saying we're going to see an uptick on both sides also because don't forget Call of Duty is going into Game Pass as well, and I'm assuming the newest Call of Duty might not be for last generation consoles at all. I'm not even sure if the last one will.
Wait.
It could be, and they could rack up mass amounts of money, stupid money, right? So I mean, it isn't dumb for them to not do it. I mean, it's not dumb for them to do it, but it's also not crazy if they don't do it, right? Because then that shoves people into the next generation, kind of like GTA 6 is about to shove people into the next generation. So I feel like this news isn't really news. It's just kind of like, it's just kind of a samey statement from another generation. It's like a remix.
Mental brings up
remix.
Hey man, there's nothing new under the sun. Mental says the other big problem is the price hasn't dropped. By this point in the gen, you were buying PS4s at half price. I think that's relevant. The numbers could be way more than what they are now. I think a lot of these consoles are with scalpers. That's why their monthly active users are showing PS4 versus PS5. If a lot of those games, a lot of these consoles that were bought by scalpers were actually bought by people, you'd have more people on PS5, in my opinion. I wonder if the Series X will make it to GTA. Oh my lord, Oshus.
man, we need to take the 07 off and put dog at the end of that.
Oshus is feeling some
be just like Tim Dog.
Oh damn! Okay, I didn't get the connection. Thank you for yeah. Oshus is just like Tim Dog. It's rough, man. It's rough. I'm sorry, buddy. So now we move on to some news on the game of the year so far. Shift up considering Stellar Blade PC version and sequel. Cross-platform plus a cross-platform project called Project Witches. So Shift Up is exploring the possibility of both a PC version.
Man. They put it on. If they put this game on the PC, and I have and I have her sliding backwards at 120 frames, I don't know if I can handle that.
Dude, forget sliding back at 120 frames. People were talking about, rightfully so, talking about what yams. There's no yams there. It's just regular sized. On PC, oh, it's gonna be some hams. It's gonna be some yams, Ham. It's gonna be some yams on PC.
Some slamming yams.
Yes, sir.
And it'd be a whole new. They're gonna be like, we reworked the physics.
All the physics. Yes, Sir X-Men. Your point was actually echoed by Ham earlier when I was talking about Call of Duty, Madden, FIFA, etc., etc. These online games that don't change essentially. That's what's keeping people on that side. But let's go back to the
point as well.
Yep. Shift Up is exploring the possibility of both a PC version of Stellar Blade and a sequel, in addition to its previously confirmed cross-platform project, newly codenamed Project Witches. The studio revealed in its initial public offering filing on the Korea. Oh, that's so unfortunate.
I wish they named it Project Bad Witches. It'd be so close to what I wanted to say.
Just switch the W with a B. I'm just disappointed that they've already done an IPO. It's over. Shift Up, you were with us for such a short amount of time and you're already dead. That's so disappointing. Ham, as soon as shareholders walk in the room, by and large, it's over. By and large, as soon as shareholders walk in, it's over. God damn it. Anyways, Ham, you were saying about the PC port. Let's enjoy the good side of this news. Ham, you there?
What?
You're talking about the PC port for Stellar Blade and how excited you are.
I mean, it'd be amazing. It'd be pretty slick.
It'd be
Yeah.
That tone is suspicious. Nate, Stellar Blade is also my game of the year. And like I'm not
I
even
said it with my Biden voice.
Yes, you did, Ham. That's what you did. Like I feel uncomfortable. I feel like maybe I should take these off and go wash my ears. The hell? This guy. Yeah, Stellar Blade is my game of the year so far for 2024. Project Bad Witches is a good pop.
Hey,
right.
Okay.
Sir X-Man, thank you.
On game. I didn't know that. Okay.
Thank you for. Like, should I be Googling this on the side as we speak? Sir X-Man, thank you for the super chat. I think Loke should be in a new Shaka Zulu game. That would be nice. I would really appreciate being.
I don't think I have a game of the year yet so far.
Really? If you had to pick one, Ham, gun to your head, what's the game?
Well, you don't have to say gun to my head. You can just say the end of the year is now. Like, what gun's gonna come out?
Guns, Texas, etc. Anyway,
end of the year was now.
Yes.
If the end of the year was now, I might. It wouldn't be.
That's a good choice.
It wouldn't be Hellblade. It wouldn't be Hellblade. Hellblade would be in like. Hellblade would probably be like a 3 or 4, and that depends on how it ends.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
But like, I would put Helldivers in front of that.
Ooh.
Right. Just because, I mean, like I said, I'm a multiplayer guy, so like I like playing with friends and stuff like that. So that's like a big deal to me, and that game hits that right on the spot. Dragon's Dogma. Oh man, right now it's kind of in between Dragon's Dogma and Persona 3 Reloaded.
Solid choices.
So far. I feel like I'm missing a game.
Ooh, Pal World. That's a good shout.
Pal World was dope, but no.
Not game of the year.
Stellar Blade was dope, but like,
don't you dare. Don't you dare.
I'd put it either in front of or behind Hellblade. Either one is fine with me. In front of or behind.
So which one's number 1?
Oh man, that's hard.
Also,
like I said,
really salty about this Xbox thing, bro. I don't know. Spamming laughing emojis, dude. That does not help. Go ahead, Em.
I'm gonna say Persona 3 right now.
Persona 3.
Because I could see myself. Because I played that game for 3 hours last Friday straight on cloud gaming, and I walked away and came back and forgot that if you don't interact with the cloud, that it stops your session.
Okay.
Right? And
Okay.
Persona, you're supposed to save on your own, and I forgot to save.
Ooh.
So I had to go back and do those 3 hours all over again.
Ooh, that must have sucked, right?
No, it didn't. It wasn't great because it was like, oh, I got to redo some of this stuff.
I've done this.
So it wasn't great in the sense of I'm not hearing or learning anything new, right? It wasn't great in that sense.
Yeah.
But in the sense of fighting, it was nice. Fighting and running around doing stuff and choosing what I want to do and when I want to do it. What?
Is it turn-based?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
And that's even crazy, right? Because I'm not a turn-based guy. So
yeah.
I'm putting that as my game of the year so far is Persona 3 Reloaded. That's what it is so far.
It's Stellar Yams
that I can think of. No, Stellar Yams isn't second. Second would probably be Dragon's Dogma. Because I went through that game like a goddamn maniac and I couldn't stop playing it until I beat it.
I have to be honest, I'm kind of bummed that I have to play Hellblade and not finish Stellar Blade because of Friday's show.
You don't have to.
I kind of do. I have a responsibility to everyone that takes the time to watch our show. Come on.
You have a fictitious responsibility to everyone. Gotcha.
Yeah. I want to give the most concise take on the games that we talk about, especially the ones that are within reach of me purchasing or being on that subscription. I think it's the responsible thing to do, in my opinion. It's why like I won't give a rating. I think it's why you also won't give a rating right now because you haven't finished it. So
I'm honestly scared that it really depends on how the story goes. Because I'm having a good time, but I'm hoping that it like I know it's not a very long game, but I'm hoping that the story holds up to be something interesting and it doesn't feel like I'm just trying to run to the next fight. I'm nervous that might happen.
We'll see by the end. We'll see. Gogo, it's better than Bayonetta in my opinion. It's better than Bayonetta. Don't finish it. You obviously don't give a shit about it. Yo, it's not that I don't give a crap about Hellblade. It's just that I feel like Stellar Blade is more fun. I'm having more fun with Stellar Blade than Hellblade. It's not because the chick in Hellblade is fully clothed. That's not the reason. It's just they're different games. All right. Look, gonna smoke a cigarette after you finish.
What I like about see, this is weird, right? Because I'm gonna say two totally opposite different things. What I like about Stellar Blade is that it's a mix of a bunch of different games in one, right?
Yeah.
Me and Loke were talking about like the part where you're like sledding down the hole, or what is it called? Like you're surfing or whatever you want to call it. Boarding or whatever. Like I wish that was implemented more in the game and more was often. Like on every level, and there was like a city full of them or something like that.
Yeah.
Like I wish they would have maximized
a way to connect the levels.
Or like connect them kind of like they did like Staten Island, Liberty City, and stuff like that, right? But
beautiful.
But what was I getting at? But I like Hellblade. No, all right, yeah. So I like Stellar Blade because of that. I like Hellblade because it's literally. I like Hellblade because it's literally not like anything else. Like, yo, that was kind of nasty. You better rub that in your hand. Let me see your hand. Let me see your hand.
As for Gogo Po, clearly. And then the message says, "Oh my God, bro, don't mess with me. Do not mess with me. All right, I will call you out." Anyway, Ham, you were saying,
Loki, you don't
before I
mess
put
with
some
me because
lotion
I'm
on.
out. But I like Hellblade in particular because it's literally, if you catch my drift, it's,
Sorry.
I mean, what game can you compare Hellblade to?
Hellblade, God of War Ragnarok.
No.
It's stiff, it's slow, it looks beautiful. Third person, but not directly third person. It's like over the shoulder. So Resident Evil
Maybe
4
I should
as
reword
well.
my question. What does Hellblade
Yeah.
play and do story like?
Or what it only plays like the way it does. There's no other game that does what Hellblade does, not to my knowledge.
And that's what I like about it.
It's
It's like
unique.
its own kind of thing, and it's really story driven, and it's very purposeful for what it is. It's not trying to be. It's not unsuccessfully doing a bunch of things that it shouldn't be doing.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
doing what it knows how to do. And keep in mind,
And doing it to the max, essentially.
doing it to the best of the ability of an 80-person team, which is much smaller than anything like a Ubisoft.
I want my 60 FPS, you know? That's all I want. I just want my 60 FPS.
I don't know what to tell you.
Artistic
Get a
vision.
PC. Actually, I do know what to tell you. Get a PC.
You
You can do that on your
Roger
PC
that.
right now. You can get 60 FPS on your PC.
Yeah. You know the settings on it. I could probably do it.
No,
do
you
it.
can do it.
Really?
Will you get the best resolution? No.
Probably not.
But you can get 60 FPS over there.
Nah, I'm all right. I'll just play it on the console.
He looked at his PC and
Oh,
said,
yes.
nah.
Nah, I'm all right. I'm good. Thanks. Thanks
really
for the
want
offer, though.
that
I really want the 60.
Yeah,
I need the I want the 60, but and for other games I would be willing to give up the fidelity. But for Hellblade, where the aesthetic, the look of the game is actually part of why you even engage with the thing, why throw that away, in my opinion?
That's probably what the developers thought too. So they're like, let's do 30.
Yeah, but I'm going to be a little bit salty. I'm going to be a bit salty, Ham, when 2 years later the 60 FPS comes out. I'm gonna be a bit salty.
Then don't play it until 2 years.
God damn it, Ham. God damn it.
I mean,
All
these
right,
are
let's
all
move on.
your problems and your problems alone.
All right.
And
Well, we're
all
moving on
right,
to
all
the
right.
next
Maybe
thing.
they aren't your problems alone. They're probably a bunch of other people's problems too. But you have the fix right in front of you. You don't want to take advantage of it. And a lot of other people may have the fix or just don't want to pay for it. So they just got to deal with what they got. It's kind of like
All right.
it's kind of like when you go to like a football game, and I'm talking about real football. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, goodness.
So when you go to a football game, you know what I'm saying? You go to concession stands, you get a burger, you're like, man, I want a pastrami on this. They're like, take your ass to a place that got pastrami then.
All right.
That's kind of what it is. You ain't getting it here.
Roger that. Yes, Mr. Johnny Duck, I know it looks amazing. I just played some of it for almost an hour. It's beautiful. In terms of looks, it's amazing. It's awesome. No, I'm not gonna fight you. Sir X-Man, is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth your game of the year? Is that your game of the year, Sir X-Man?
What game?
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
He's
confused
never
right
played
now.
that game.
That's why I'm asking, because maybe I'm
He's
misunderstanding
never
his
played
comment.
that game. X-Man, he's still in the tomb waiting for the raid Like he hasn't moved in years.
Google, I do have a PC. It's not a 4090. It's way below that. Like it's a good PC, right? It plays a lot of modern games. It plays Cyberpunk, but yeah, it's not a 4090. Ham, I'm good to move on. Are you ready, or you still want to try some more on Stella Yams?
I'm all set.
All right, Nintendo to acquire Shiver Entertainment from Embracer Group. So Miami-based studio previously worked on porting and developing games like Hogwarts Legacy and Mortal Kombat 1. Why would you acquire the guys that brought you? Oh, okay. I was about to shit on the fact that they did Mortal Kombat 1, which was horrible, but then they also did a great port for Hogwarts Legacy. So I guess not
Mortal
everyone
Kombat
there is,
1,
but
you think it's horrible?
on the Switch, Ham. It's the one we were
okay.
memeing on.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Hey, welcome in, Legendary Yobi. Says, I did not know that gaming studios in Miami. That's fire. Love my city. Oh, it's from Miami. Nice. Nintendo has entered into agreement with Embracer Group to acquire 100% of the outstanding shares of Miami-based game developer Shiver Entertainment, the company announced. So this piece of news I wanted to bring to the fore, Ham, because of this specific part. Embracer Group selling bits and pieces of itself. Remember, the first time that Embracer spoke about being in financial turmoil or whatever, we kind of put it out there that, oh, it'll be awesome if Sony bought this IP, if Xbox bought that IP, etc., etc. Does this news make you more or less excited for those spitballing ideas to come true?
I think this one in particular is interesting, right? Like, I think you should read further.
All right, let's give it a go. Shiver is a video game development company that develops software for multiple platforms, including Nintendo Switch. Reads the press release. Since its establishment in 2012, Shiver has partnered with publishers and developers through commissions for large-scale title developments, and recently has worked on porting and developing software titles such as Hogwarts Legacy and Mortal Kombat 1. It continues. Nintendo will acquire 100% of the outstanding shares of Shiver and make it a wholly owned subsidiary by welcoming Shiver's experienced and accomplished development team. Nintendo aims to secure high-level resources for porting and developing software titles going forward. Even after it becomes a part of Nintendo Group, Shiver's focus will remain the same, continuing commissions that port and develop software to multiple platforms, including Nintendo Switch. Oh, okay. So it's not exclusive to Nintendo Switch.
Exactly.
All right.
And that's why I said mad interesting, because it says multi-platform. And I'm like, yo, now Nintendo's going multi-platform too, yo. They own a studio that's responsible for doing that. I mean, what else can you say? They are literally telling it to you. Are you gonna?
Yeah,
maybe not. Like, we'll see. Like, they're telling that to you, Loke. What else do you want them to say? You want them to take you to court and tell you, hey, man, here's the affidavit.
This is what we're doing. It's not a bad point. It's not a bad point.
I'm not saying that Mario's gonna be on Xbox. Like I feel like people get over the top when they think multi-platform and PlayStation, and multi-platform and Xbox, or multi-platform and Nintendo or whatever. Like, I still think all of these platforms are gonna have that thing that makes you want to go over there, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, they're seeing that, hey, if I can try to milk the other guy that doesn't seem to be leaving, I might as well. It's like that person that won't leave your couch, so you're like, fuck, might as well charge your rent.
You're squatting here anyway, so
Exactly.
Pokemon on Xbox, cool. Yes, RJ, we did address this, and we all agreed here that it makes no sense. It's a sequel to a game, so obviously it's going to be more of whatever happened before. It's like if Metal Gear Solid 2 came out this year. Oh, it looks so much and plays so much like MGS1. Okay.
It kind of goes with that flow of, you know, how they acquired Yuzu and whatnot, and now they got these cats. You know, maybe they're bringing back some older IPs that are going to be able to be played on other platforms, mobile, maybe PC, and they probably cut it off there. And then maybe they do some trades between Xbox or PlayStation or a third party like Square Enix or something. No, they wouldn't need to do any trade with Square Enix because they're only a software company. So between just the other hardware companies.
Fire Emblem is on Xbox. I didn't know this.
Saying Fire Emblem and Bayonetta on Xbox, like if they port games.
Oh, okay. Wait, isn't Bayonetta on Xbox? I'm pretty sure it did.
The early like the early one is, but not any like the newer ones.
Okay.
Like the first Bayonetta is, I think that was like a 360 title.
Oh yeah, that would really be something if we could get Pokemon on Xbox. Power World, Nexomon, Monsters Crown, Temtem.
Yobi's cooking right now, because in my opinion, if Nintendo wants to make buku money like crazy, you put Pokemon on all platforms and you just own it. That's dumb money. That's like Call of Duty level money.
I'd have to buy it here at my place as well.
You see, kids. Do you agree with me though? Do you think that's like Call of Duty money?
I think it's more than Call of Duty money, because it becomes like a must buy. Like you, for example, you have to buy it for your daughter. I have to buy it for my son and eventually my daughter when she grows up. My brother has to buy it for his son. That's that age. You understand? It's like it becomes an essential purchase. So the same way Call of Duty, Madden, and FIFA, they're sort of essential purchases, but at a lower level because it depends on who the player is. Pokemon would be on a higher level because it's an essential purchase for everyone. So it'll be bigger than Call of Duty, than Madden, all of that. It'll be insane.
I'd have to throw an Xbox in my daughter's room at that point. I'd just be like, here, just get the fuck away from
Pretty
me.
much.
Take this shit.
Pretty much. You just have to look at what happened with Pokemon Go, dude. The whole world stopped because of Pokemon Go. Can you imagine?
It had people walking right in traffic.
Right into traffic. I gave it a go, and it was very addictive. I quickly uninstalled it and moved on with my life.
I didn't even try it.
You should. It's very good, Ham. It's very good. It's very good. I'm just saying.
I look at my phone enough as it is. I don't need that.
All right. I would suggest giving it a go. It's very good.
No.
All right. So that's the news. Nintendo unhealthy. You're treating it like Vampire Survivors. Is that what you're doing?
Oh man, it's way more unhealthy than Vampire Survivors. That thing is on the same thing that's on your camera, that's on your phone book, that's on your internet. I don't need it tied up in this device. No. If if it's on an Xbox, that's fine because I can walk away from that. I don't have to. When I leave to go to go to physical therapy or go to the doctors or go wherever, leave town, it's not coming with me and teasing me.
and telling you, hey, there's a Pokemon right around the corner.
I'm not getting notifications that I'm within a gym.
And you might get Mewtwo. You might get Mewtwo this time.
I'm not finna pull over on the. I'm not finna pull over on the highway at mile 152 on I-80 to fucking fight. Like, I'm not finna do that.
Oh man, Sir X-Man, this is a crazy shot. If Nintendo puts Smash on all consoles,
They'd never do that. But that
and then
would be amazing.
If they made it cross-play as well,
I don't think that Nintendo would
wild.
ever be okay with Sony moving Mario around on a PlayStation remote.
Even on Smash. Jeez. You think it's that serious? You think the beef is
the
that
day we see Mario moving on PlayStation is the same day I see Kratos moving around on an Xbox.
So never. Okay. Moving on. Tesla is dropping Steam support inside its new cars. It's believed the current owners won't be affected. So if you already bought a Tesla, hashtag Mr. K Asante, according to Electric, new Model S and Model X buyers are being informed that the support, which would allow owners to play Steam games on the car's display, will soon be dropped.
Why?
Tesla is up. We shall see now. Tesla is updating the gaming computer in your Model X, and your vehicle is no longer capable of playing Steam games. All other entertainment and app functionalities are unaffected. Okay.
Sounds like a down date to me, not an update.
Down date. I like it. I'm stealing that one. Steam support allowed users to play games. Okay, it's believed that existing owners won't be affected. When Tesla CEO Elon Musk tweeted in 2021 that Cyberpunk 2077, okay, according to Tyler McVicker, who has a good track record for reporting details of Valve projects ahead of the announcement, the game is called Deadlock, and hundreds of people are currently play testing.
What?
Okay, so we don't have a reason to why. No, in other news, images of what is reportedly Valve's next game are circulating on social media.
Valve has a next game.
Deadlock.
Okay. That's interesting.
So we don't have a reason as to why you won't be able to game.
I'm gonna look it up.
Tesla anymore. The reason. Let's see. Because this sucks. While you look it up, Yobi says Nintendo had a collab with Sony, and their system was supposed to be called the Nintendo. Oh yeah. Sony took the. I know about that story, but it's been 30 years, bro. Just let it go. Okay, not 30 years. 20-something years. It's been 20-something years. Most of the people that were at Sony.
It says right here, there's no confirmation on why.
On why? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yobi, can we agree that most of the people that were at Sony, that were at Nintendo at that time, probably aren't there anymore? Is it still beef though? Why? 94.
I don't know.
2004. It's 30 years, man. It's
wow. Hey, why the Crips and Bloods still beefing, bro?
Okay.
It's
points
been
conceded.
70 years.
That is wild. I need to look up a documentary to find out why those two gangs are going at it till today, or even how it started. I'm curious. It don't matter how long it's been. Sony did bad business.
All about territory, just like PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo. It's all about that territory. Folks get real territorial.
For life, though, Ham? For life?
You say, why you in my space?
Damn.
Hey, I didn't tell you could work this block, playboy.
I got you. Hey, for me, it's wild. It is wild. But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Nintendo said fuck them for life.
Yeah, that's
Got
some
you,
fucking.
Yobi.
I mean, if you haven't been able to tell, Nintendo is like the mafia.
The mafia.
I mean, they don't give a shit about nobody. They're willing to take care of themselves. And they got a problem with almost anybody. It doesn't matter who you are. Take down that content. I don't care if you're telling them how great we are.
Yeah,
we're
that's
so great.
wild.
Take it down.
It's crazy.
They're out here taking people's careers.
Like, don't even talk about us. It's like, dude, not even in a positive. Don't talk about us. What? Chill, bro. Just chill. Be grateful for this free marketing. Mike Johnson, what's cracking like and welcome in. Welcome in. Richie, are you bouncing? All right. Cheers, bro. Till this day, Nintendo and PS are not business partners at all. When Nintendo outsells the PS2 in total for the Switch, that will be their grand fuck you to Sony. All right. I didn't know it. Like, I knew it was raw at that time. I didn't think it was still raw. Is this Ham? Is this why like Nintendo is willing to do like partnerships, whether it's marketing or not?
Hey man, I'm just saying those Xbox ground soldiers are now the overlords. And they remember. They remember.
They remember.
Hey, look, if we remember, they remember.
They remember. Yeah, and they have skin in the game. They have skin in the game. We don't. So you know what? I retract what I said. Ham, do you think that's why Nintendo is cool doing like marketing partnerships with Xbox?
Oh yeah. I think I mean, I feel like that's part of the reason they were so for this deal, right? Is it's not only does it help them, but it hurts the other competition. And Xbox isn't really competing with Nintendo right now, so they're just like, I'm gonna stir this motherfucking pot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody pass me that motherfucking ladle. It's going down.
Whoa. Jeez.
So I mean, yeah. I mean, it to me, it's just basic business moves from a company that doesn't really love another. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna team up with the other bro, and because the other bro ain't fucking with me. And I'm gonna fuck up the other side. I'm gonna piss right into their fucking cereal. They're gonna
cereal. Oh my goodness!
And I'm gonna watch them eat
it. So they enjoyed that collaboration with what was it? Doom and Animal Park or Animal Farm, Animal something.
Animal Crossing.
The game that Cozy likes. Animal Crossing. Yes. That was the first of many. For me, I thought that was a once-off, and then you start seeing like reports about a possible partnership, and Phil is cozy with them, and they're cozy with Xbox, and it's like, what's going on here? And then the leaks come out.
That's assault.
Yeah, and then you see the leaks come out, and it's like, yo, this guy's a boy. We're talking strategy and everything. What's going on?
Nintendo like, hey, yo, Sony. Hey, yo, Sony, you see me? You see me, Sony?
Jeez.
Nintendo's so dirty. They're so dirty.
Yeah. So X-Man, we know you were there, bro. You were there when they were developing Pong, Sir X-Man. We know.
Sir X-Man was there when they developed plastic.
Right.
That man has been around.
Oh shit, sorry. Yobi, why did Jim Ryan out of the blue announce that PS2 sold 160 million? That was a stab at Nintendo because they know they are close. Yeah. There's credence to that theory.
Yeah, he took the goalpost and fucking punted it.
Yeah.
He said, "Good luck."
Yeah,
We're
these
counting
companies really
used
mean
numbers now too, bitch.
it. Every sale counts in the war. That was the real console war. Now it's on
we
Twitter.
go to find out they're fucking still developing them in like Indonesia or something.
All right. This is Cap. Ham,
What's
I need
up?
you to read this comment because this is Cap.
Yeah. All right. So Xan says, look, Nintendo could actually buy PlayStation if they wanted to. I disagree.
This is Cap.
I disagree because I think PlayStation has, or not PlayStation, but Sony in particular has way too much like collateral that I don't think a Nintendo could afford all that. And nor would I think that Nintendo would want to buy all that debt.
No, I don't think
no. Fuck no.
There's no real benefit there for them.
They don't want to buy that debt.
Yeah, they don't need that. All right, so
Somebody
moving on
that
to
could buy that debt would be like Apple. I could see Apple doing something.
And
like
we've
that.
been talking about this, like Apple or Amazon.
Right.
Those are the two that we've been talking about. Like if
it'd have to be somebody on like the level of
eventually stepping
Microsoft,
in.
right?
Yes. But if someone like Microsoft came in with the same mentality as Microsoft, imagine PlayStation not having exclusives and doing what Xbox is doing now.
Does Xbox not have
being
exclusives?
like, no, I'm saying like, Sony doesn't have a strategy right now to port first-party games to other consoles.
Where's Marathon going?
Yeah, but Bungie is, although it's first party, when they signed with PlayStation, one of the conditions, according to what we saw in the articles, right, is that they're going to retain their autonomy in terms of how they're going to run their business. They're still going to be Sony owned, but they will retain their autonomy. Terms and conditions. If the next game doesn't reach whatever plateau, Sony can then gobble them up. We've talked about this before. But right now, as it is, they're still just Bungie.
Yeah, for right now.
I think it would be jarring for PlayStation fans to wake up one day and then Amazon owns PlayStation and they're like, we're going to do exactly what everyone else is doing. All our games are not just going to PC. You don't think that if Amazon or Apple,
I don't feel like any of these companies are trying to copy each other anymore. I feel like this whole idea of, so if you think about like the 90s, the 2000s, and pretty much up till like last generation, like it seemed like everything was like the same in the sense of how you go about, console sales and game sales. You buy the console, you put the disc in, done, right?
Yeah.
But now Nintendo is on the loose and they're everywhere. Like you can go sit across the street at a playground and just sit and play Nintendo, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's digital ways to play that. Xbox now has Game Pass and they're looking to kind of spread out a little bit further. While PlayStation, although they seem to be having some works going into PC, they want to maintain as traditional as possible. So with PlayStation being bought by somebody else, I feel like they'd either stay in that similar lane and try to make it work, or they would do something different than Microsoft is currently doing. I don't see any of these companies really trying to copy each other. Because what if you end up what if PlayStation tries to copy Xbox and then Xbox falls down a flight of stairs? Well, then PlayStation's falling down the flight of stairs. And same thing if Nintendo tried to copy PlayStation, or PlayStation tried to copy Nintendo, or if Xbox tried to copy PlayStation. Like we've already watched Xbox try to copy PlayStation for years. It didn't work. They changed strategies. Nintendo tried to copy Xbox and PlayStation. Didn't work. Changed strategies. The only one that's been consistently doing the same thing is PlayStation. But even PlayStation saying, hey, we're even adjusting. So then I don't see anybody that would be coming up new, or somebody that would take over a Nintendo, an Xbox, or a PlayStation and try to replicate exactly what they're doing. They may do a little bit of what they're doing and a little bit of that, but they're not doing everything of what the other company is doing. And I just don't see that as a good
So you don't
strategy.
think we're slowly? So you don't think we're slowly trudging to a future where, in terms of exclusives, we're talking about timed exclusives, but essentially most games will be everywhere. I'm speaking about Sony and Xbox. I'm not talking about Nintendo, because, like you said, them boys, those guys are not okay.
Well, I'd even go as far as saying Nintendo, even, but I wouldn't say anytime soon.
Okay.
I would just say, like, maybe by the time my daughter's my age, currently right now, that everyone's playing on like pretty much the same platform and using different apps. At that time, I could totally see that being a thing. We're already really close to that right now. PC is trying to make people do that. And then, I mean, as soon as PC gets everything, and I mean everything, what's the point? Especially if they're making consoles that can go with you anywhere. And they're just, and what I mean by that is like these Steam Decks, these Asus ROG Allies, these Legion Go's and stuff like that. If like eventually I could see like a PlayStation or a Nintendo or an Xbox being like, you know what? Like, why would we want to keep spending money on hardware when it's not like maybe it's interesting for a couple years, but then you have to redo it again and again and again and again and again and again and again. And it's just like, at what point do you just realize, hey, my software is making me enough money? Fuck the hardware. Especially if the and this could be a stretch, but if PC ever gets close to price or accessible to what a console could be price wise, or if console prices raise to where it's even close to like your minimum spec PC, you might see a change. I mean, there's already a change in, like, I was talking to my physical therapist today, and he is like, I asked my son if he wanted a PS5, and he said he wanted a tablet. And I'm like, there you have it.
What? That's wild, because he wants the flexibility to move around with it.
There's that. Roblox, simple free games. But definitely the mobility thing is probably the biggest deal, because you can grab, you got your tablet, just go over to a friend's house with it. No cords except the charger.
Yeah.
So, I mean, whether we like it or not, the kids are the ones that tell the future, not us. And I think ease is the plan. You know why I think that? Because it was our plan when we were young. You know what I'm saying? Ease and functionality was our plan. How can we make this easier so I don't have to fucking do this shit? How can I make it easier to the point where I don't have to go to the fucking post office? Oh, I can send a text message now.
It has to be convenient.
So yeah, I mean, as soon as like imagine like a tablet being $200 and being as powerful as a GPD for the win, or an Asus ROG Ally for $200. Imagine that. 150. And kids are happy with these simple games that can be played on a Snapdragon on your phone.
They're not really stressed about campaigns like us.
I mean, we are a dying breed, console fans. We are. And we can say, oh yeah, look at Xbox as they die, or look at PlayStation as they're going away, or get bought by somebody, or look at Nintendo. But in all reality, it's just another stone to the gauntlet. Because it's happening. And the snap is coming. It's just like, when will I acquire all the gauntlets? Time is the enemy. But the thing is time never loses. Time never loses. It never loses.
Yeah. So I want to put something up on screen that Mr. Sir X-Man is planning on purchasing. Good on you, man. This guy is a real super fan. Just
if this is anything Tomb Raider, I'm walking out the room.
It is. Okay. It is Tomb Raider, Ham. What's your problem with Tomb Raider? I don't understand, Ham. What's the problem with Tomb Raider? And you go, all right, well, Sir X-Men is going to buy Tomb Raider 1 to 3 Remastered Collection Edition. There's a box here. You've got your double pistols. I'd like to see what these look like. Some CDs over here. Okay, sure. And some posters. Yeah. Sir X-Man, good for you, buddy. I hope you enjoy yourself when you buy this. And enjoy. Yeah, Yobi, he actually freaking left. Jeez, Ham, Tomb Raider is off the screen. Oh my goodness.
Almost.
It is off the screen.
Thank goodness. Get that shit out of here.
All right.
Thank goodness.
Well, let's tackle the last subject for today, the last topic, and then we can get it moving. Hold on, let me present the screen over her. There we go. Licensed boxing game Undisputed comes to PC and consoles in October. So this is the game. It's called Undisputed. Undisputed, a boxing game which claims to be the first major boxing game in over a decade, will be released later this year. The game entered early access on Steam January 2023, and now will get a full release on October 11, 2024. Do we have some video? No, we don't have any video, just pics. Ham, when was the last time you played a boxing game that you were interested in? Like, actually interested in?
Like an 09.
09.
Yeah, it had to be like, if you're talking about like a simulation type boxing game.
Yeah.
Then yeah. But yeah, it's been a long time.
Okay. I've never been.
I like boxing games. There just hasn't been a good one for a long time. You know, like
that is true.
I mean, whatchamacallit, Yobi just said, you know, EA announces Fight Night next year. He says,
it says watch.
Why you say that? Is he calling me out? Bitch, I will. Let's do this. Hold on.
All right. Sapo's happy. Finally, Finally, Searchman, some fire emojis. Okay, clearly we have some boxing fans here. I like that you can have some female boxers here. That's nice. The graphics look nice. I'd buy that game just to knock out Clarissa Shields. Who is Clarissa Shields? Ham, do you know who Clarissa Shields is?
I don't know, but if I get that game, I'm gonna make P Diddy, and I'm just gonna lose every match.
I don't want to sign off on
just get beat down by everybody. Just take that ass open. Take that.
Oh no, Ham! Damn.
Whoop his ass. He's right there. Get him.
So I saw the first thing that showed up, Danny. That's the first thing that showed up. Her interview on CNN saying that she would beat a man in boxing. You know what? Today is not the day to talk about divisive things like that. Oh, okay. Yobi was calling EA some pussies, not you, Ham. When Undisputed came on the scene while in development, EA finally spoke up about Fight Night returning with teases, etc. Now watch, they announce next year. Okay. All right.
Yeah, that is some bitch shit.
That is some bitch shit. She could beat my ass up, but not in Undisputed. All right. All right, Yodani. All right. Ham, with that, we have come to the end of this week's show on the Lowdown.
Taco Tuesday. Let's go.
Sorry?
Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday. Yes, yeah. Victor Click, thank you so much for the super chat.
Oh, come on, man. All right, I changed my mind. I ain't making that shit now.
This is your fault.
Ruined it.
You read that super chat. I'm not reading that. I'm not reading.
Vic, the motherfucking Click with a $2 super chat saying Diddy will love guys beating on him. All right.
Tragic.
They said yeah, they're like, we can't take him to jail for that video. He'll have too much fun.
No, Vic. They have already read it. I'm not gonna read it. What the hell's wrong with you? So X-Men, EA is being a bitch again, just like they did when they took football away from 2K. Yeah, true. Before Yobi says before Lara Croft, because a household name, her name was Laura Cruz, and she was of Latino descent. You've said this before.
Yeah, I've heard him say that before.
Yeah. I haven't taken the time to check that.
Why can't you just believe him?
No, it's not that I don't believe him. I'd like to
hear that Yobi doesn't trust you.
If there's some video on it, I'd like to clip it and use it for content, honestly. It sounds like something fun to do.
Her real name is Laura Crawford.
No. Pretty sure Sir X-Men. Oh, come on. He's a super fan. If anyone knew, I think Sir X-Men knows. Sir X-Men, did you know? Now I'm curious. Before we hop off, let's find out if Sir X-Men knew. Did you know Sir X-Men?
What are we doing?
I want to know if Sir X-Men. He ain't know that shit. All right, fine. Oh, okay. He says he knew because he says they have the history of Tomb Raider on YouTube. All right, so okay. There we go. He knew he knew that shit. Come on, Yobi. He knew that shit. Anyway, do you have anything you want to say before we hop out?
No.
All right. So, thank you so much for watching, everyone. Our weekly schedule is as follows. Sunday is Lokes Gaming Log. This is a podcast where I decompress from the week in gaming by getting stressed about IRL stuff at 2100 hours Central African time. Mondays are for the crossover at 2:30 p.m. Eastern, where Ham Solo and Kemega discuss Xbox related stuff and more. Tuesdays, me and Ham Solo duke it out in a quickfire discussion centering on video game news on the Lowdown at 5 p.m. Eastern. Wednesdays we're off on TSWS Gaming, but Ham Solo does feature on Matt Likes Games channel for the two-player podcast at 4 p.m. Eastern on Matt Likes Games channel. His channel's called Matt Likes Games. Thursdays are headlined by Behind Them Sticks at 8 p.m. Eastern, where Ham Solo introduces people in and around gaming that you may or may not know. Fridays is the big hangout we've coined as Bullsitting, featuring Cozy Beluga, Matt Likes Games, Ham Solo, Mental Nina, myself, and a special guest or two to discuss the week's big gaming happenings. Also to find out what Cozy Beluga will eat or drink live on stream at 4 p.m. Eastern. Thank you for tuning in to the Lowdown on TSWS Gaming. We hope you had as much fun watching as we did talking gaming. If you enjoyed the podcast, smash the like button. If you didn't enjoy the podcast, also smash the like button, because we all know the algorithm does not care at all. And once again, thank you very much for watching.